Well, happy July 22nd, 2023. You've reached this timeless energy reading. My most ethical crew. Is this exclusive to you? My light, the best of the best light and love crew. It feels so good when you recharge your jewelry, seriously. Or when I recharge. I'll speak in first person. Hi, hello, I'm Tina. And this is To the Inner Wild. It's been a long time since I introed like that for a regular video. Just my regular average video. Yeah, anyway, Angels of Light and Love, I welcome you in to direct and protect these messages. My chakras, my auras, my space, my work, and that of our children. Oh, yes, indeed. Oh, shays. Excuse me. Excuse me. What's going on over here? Okay. It's cold. All right. So, I don't know 100% why I'm here. I think, so I got a little bit more serious. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I had the intent to on the last one. Intent, look, intent, and then I had to put away the Six of Wands. Victorious. Yeah. Okay. So good. It's so good. I don't even know why I put these cards back. Thank you, Kali. Kali gave me some badass cards. First off, let me share with you this. I just left it open-ended. And she gave me like this ray of hope, like absolute, like beaming ray of hope. Permeating, penetrating, seriously. Three of Swords in reversal, the Devil card in reversal. She gave me that straight up. And that's how you saw this Six of Wands there. Dude, seriously. And Temperance alongside with that. You know how freaking awesome that is? This is full of Seven of Wands together. The upper hand, absolutely balanced. Like, dude, it was so good. And Six of Pentacles in reverse on the bottom, and Knight of Wands on the top. So it's like, it's time, and then right after that, Master number 66 with the Six of Cups in reverse. So there's like total like king energy. Like people are stepping. There's my team stepping up to the plate, moving in knight position, like action oriented. They're going to do the job themselves. They're going to show up themselves. They're not going to delegate ish to help me out. I mean, they are likely to do that, supplemental supports, but they're going to take matters into their own hands too, in charge. See? That's Master Lover, Master Artisan, Master number 66, undercover, under wraps, like little bitty baby. I don't know why I started that. But anyway, yeah. That's the cookie and cup energy, sixfold. That's wonderful. And Nine of Cups upright. Yeah, it's showing up on seriously, is so good. Like, some people don't feel right about it because I could feel like a little bit of aching in my heart, like emptiness, aching, like they lost someone that you know. But you know, I don't really know what to say about that energy. It's like, you can't lose anybody that you were trying to own. There you are. You never really owned them. But the fact that you were trying to own them says a lot. Oh! The Magician. They're saying that I'm teaching a lesson here. All right, so I decided, what is this? Sister of Fire. So this Page of Wands and the Bullseye. So I'm about to draw the arrow. Just pinpoint where it is I want to shoot. And so that says a lot, coming after the Magician. It's taking aim and knowing that you're accurate, Tina. You're absolutely accurate. So this is excellent. Like so I talked to my rep, my main rep. She was wondering about me, and so I finally returned her call yesterday, I think, and I told her, thank you for all that you've done, but I'm with how my current job is progressing, there's a lot more support and a lot more there's a lot more promise to better advancement. Like I can see that with only X amount of time of being there, and so I don't really feel strung along there. I feel they value me, and their leadership values me, and gives me all kinds of considerations. And with them, I don't feel like any game is being played. Okay, I'm not sensing any of that. I didn't sell it. I'm just observing this in the now. But I told her, I said, I feel like it's a promising opportunity, and that's leading into more. And I really enjoy that stability. I feel right with it, and I know my worth, and I am still open to these other jobs, but I've raised my standards, and this is my bare minimum. And, even saying that, I was very reluctant to saying it, but I have to look at reality within its progression of actualizing. So I'm going to give a tiny bit of wiggle room for it, but I'm not going to be cornered anymore. I'm not going to live in fear, wondering, I'm not going to stress anymore. What is it? That word. Oh, shoot. It's on my stories. I forgot what it was. Anyway, I'm not going to stress over it, okay? No. So, looking at this stuff, this is my bare minimum. And for temp work, and which should be well over, what their temp work is going nowadays for? Regular direct hire work. Do you know how preposterous that is? Back in the day, temp work would well over exceed, or contract work would well over exceed what direct hire work would pay. But the contract stuff I'm seeing, is they're trying to see how low can you go. It's really dirty. So I don't know who's behind all of that, but I think it's per situation, per client, per agency, per rep, or whatever. I'm not going to stress over that. So here are my standards. I didn't say all of this, but I just said, if it's temp, I know my worth, and I feel like I can trust this atmosphere. It is more promising. And so this is, for temp work, and this is for direct hire. And that was it. And she said that they were very lucky to have me, and that she couldn't filter by location, so keep my eyes peeled on the full card. Yeah, so the journey is advancing. I'm moving on, accentuated. It was this nice version of a goodbye. I'll call you later kind of thing. That it felt like that. I'll look at the listing of job orders maybe once in a month or so, but we started off with her knowing my value and wanting to push and promote me and remembering me for certain jobs, that I stood above the rest. And now that time has progressed, I don't think I've devalued, but I think there's a difference in how I'm being represented. And so I'm not interested in those kinds of relationships where they're not enhanced. But, so there's a natural, like, if you don't remember me, then you don't remember me, and that's fine. You don't see my worth, and that's fine. I'm going to move on to better things. So it's nothing personal either, it's just not for me, I know I stand out above the rest, and so if I don't have that support, then it's okay. I'm not gonna waste my time looking at the rundown of stuff and emailing and going back and forth. No, I'm not gonna play that game. No. She should know that I'm valuable enough to be submitted for etc. jobs, and no. So moving on. That was just one step to speak into the universe, to say, I'm ready to move on. I was just checking the flavor of how she would respond. And she responded with a likewise of, well, I can't really look out for you. You're going to have to look out for yourself. So that was it. That was it. That was just like the unspoken version of it. So, yeah, she's going to have to figure it out on her own. But I know for a fact that when people dip into my energy like that, that they're just taking some element of that entity, that their organization or whatever, somebody is taking far more than they should. And so, no thanks. No thanks to that. I've seen energy on a one-to-one basis. And it's the same formula. So I'm not going to give my energy. It's so valuable. They got so many job orders. So many. Once I predicted it and spoke it into existence, and now there's a shift in that energy. They're not that great of job orders, let me tell you that. And they're not going to have the best candidates for that. Nope. So they're going to have to juggle. Ace of Cups and Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So there's no more love there. Yet the supply for me is still, is still provided. I'm planting that seed for myself, and Spirit is just watering it for me, which is excellent. I mean, it's like, Spirit is not doing the watering for me, just supplying the material. And I get to time how much water and when. I still have to make the moves, but Spirit is supplying the replenishment. So this is excellent. Mother of Wind right behind her, so Queen of Swords right behind it. No bullshit, no bullshit, no bullshit and no love. There you are, just indifference. And same key word again. Brother of Water, Knight of Cups. Yeah, so this is the masculine part of me being chivalrous to myself. I'm gonna save you, honey. I'm gonna save you all that heartache, and you know what? We're gonna just get ourselves out of that predicament. So there's that, and there's something else that I wanted to tell you, but I think I'm forgetting. The Cage, 10 of Wands in reversal, opening up to the High Priestess. Yeah, so I know better, and I'm gonna let go of those wands, let go of those burdens. The cage, yeah, I'm not gonna be trapped anymore. I'm not gonna be cornered by the burdens of, like, what do you call it? Communications. You know, when people, I've told you this before. People, when you see, like, communications, whether they're texts or emails or even verbiage, when you're like, I noticed this at work too, by, like, lower level people that, I guess are peers. You know, they act like they're above it or whatever, but they steal energy. And I'll talk to them like, hey, hi, how are you doing? And they totally ignore me unless, like, they need something, or they're monitored, or they need to read something on me, you know, or they're being monitored by some sort. It's like two different faces to them. So, but sometimes they let your energy run, like you're giving to them, like you're greeting them, and they're just letting it fall flat. They're just taking their energy and not giving back. And when you see that a lot in your life, you gotta realize people are just taking. Just stop giving. No more giving. It's time for you to be the bitch. That bitch. All right, Kali, isn't that right? Oh, yeah, she said it's right. It's right. 8. Strength, yeah, accentuated. If you find yourself in that predicament, get yourself out of it by being that bitch. Because Kali will for sure send you that strength. She will give you that extra boost. So that you will enjoy every bit of being that bitch. Thanks, Kali. Anyway, there was something else that I wanted to say. Angels of Light and Love. Remind me if it's, you know, important for this reading here. And I realized today that, you know, if my special sentience doesn't come through, if they're just playing games or whatever, you know, the most important thing right now is to not stress about it, seriously, because my life has proven that there's no level of FOMO based on how I'm connecting with the universes. Like, with my intuition that deeply intertwined, dude, I'm not missing out on anything, okay? I'm where I'm supposed to be. And so it's like, and the people that are in my life currently, that's the way it's supposed to be right now. And so to reach for somebody who's not, like, wanting to be there is like you're playing mind games with yourself. So what else did you want to say about this? Oh, so I realized that if, you know, the person that or the people that I think are on my tribe or whatever, part of my crew or my special sentience, if they're not there, and I'm told that if they're not present in the way that they should be, then something better is, it's either for good reason that they're not, how do I say it, that they're working on certain things, or that someone better, someone more fitting is going to come along. And I know that for a fact. So, like, not to stress out about it. It's now the time, the era, the unstoppable era of the best of for me. Okay? Yeah. 4 of Cups and Karma, Justice. Yeah. For real. It's time to take that better cup. Spirit's going to be offering that. So keep your eyes peeled. Don't be jaded over any kind of bullshit here, and you might get into the feels of that, Tina, but that cup will be, like, passed on over. Definitely. So, Justice, that's crazy. So good. The flood. Yeah, the flood of karma, for real. Are you kidding me? So we got the Star in reverse and 7 of fire. So what this is like a wishing star. Your dreams are coming true, Tina. There's behind the scenes work being done. The hands are being exchanged. Something is being, some communication undercover, like very low key. Not low key, but very undercover. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I have a complete leverage here, because the star is like, even though it's in reverse, it's like a shooting star. You see, like the wands is like it's propelling it, so it's like a falling star. You know what I mean? It's the wish is here. The wish is being granted. Yay! That's so cool. And remember, this is the talisman that is at the tail of this kite. She's like freaking awesome. Freaking awesome. Pinned down by the Eye of Ra or Eye of Horus. But it's just illuminated like the Phoenix version of it. It's very tribal looking, so it's not in your usual state of how it's seen. So, Tina, your wish is being granted. Your wishes are being granted. 4 of Swords in reverse, mastery. This is mastery in the art of like knowing that to build muscle, to have those gains, you have to have your rest days. Now, this being in reverse, you took those rest days. Like, they're applauding us right now. Definitely. It's like oh my gosh, this is magnetizing. Lots of change. Like, this is beautiful. You know? It's magnetizing wonderful changes. Like, this metamorphosis is like greater than the triple threat. Like, there's no other topper to this. So nobody can have anything to say about this. The Brother of Wind. So that's, things are moving fast. So I'm hearing dun, 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 dun. What is it? Knight Rider. What? 5 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles. A great work. It kind of did it inverted, but also upright. So it's like, I don't know. 6 of Wands is right behind. Victory's coming in quick, because it's right behind the 6 of Wands is right behind that. So things are about to turn the dial. So right now, 5 of Water is finishing, like, tying up loose ends of, like, the spilt milk. Like, okay, I'm going to clean it up. I know I got something to clean up over here. 5 of Cups. Yeah. And the 10 of Pentacles is, like, is planted. So it's on the way to turning its dial to accentuate the 10 of Pentacles and mute, if not invert, the 5 of Cups spilling. So I guess when you internalize your situation of what you have to say goodbye to, you realize that, okay, it's spilt milk, okay, but that milk was spilt for just cause. Like, I've become such a better person. And when you appreciate your circumstances in a way that's like, I am just so happy with the person that I'm becoming. And if this is the road that it took to get to this point, then so be it, okay? Like, I can say, okay, water under the bridge with that stuff. Like, I can put the quarrels to rest. I don't have to feel so bad about, you know, how those situations were very compromising and how it brought out the worst in me. And, you know, all of the other micro expressions and macro expressions that went down with it, you know, that whole package. So with the person that I'm becoming now, it's just kind of like uprooting, like getting to the root of who I always was. And so it's just kind of like putting it on Uber Blast now. And, you know, like those sticker sheets where you get a gold star. This is what the gold star sticker sheets look like after they've been like, after you take out the gold stars. They're empty spaces, but they're so pretty still. So, that's what it reminds me of. Oh my gosh. Spirit's like, I've gone through the whole sticker sheet of gold stars, Tina. That is crazy. That's so cool. Okay, so looking at the inversion part of muting the 5 of Cups, it's just like, you know, it's just a slice, and it might feel like a score or a stab, or, you know, it's a piece, okay? And like with a 10 of Pentacles rooting out of that, like, dude, is there any reason to look back other than to say like, oh, this is just how I got there, how I got here, you know? The mechanics of it. And so that's why things are moving quickly. Yeah, victory is moving so quickly. Knight Rider. Oh, interesting. Oh my gosh, Spirit is right behind. Oh, that's the bottom of the deck. Spirit's here. Spirit's here. That's crazy. Right behind him, 8 of Swords. Oh, Spirit. Oh my gosh, do you see this? 8 of Swords, and then the Hanged Man right behind it. So Spirit has taken a permanent seat to see this thing through. Oh my gosh, the Hanged Man. You see that? His feet are also like in, his legs are in Hangman mode and 2. That's crazy. Spirit's crazy. For real. So I just have to follow the ways of Spirit too, because if Spirit is already in Hangman mode, that's an implication that I need to remain objective too. And I was going to say something about the 5 of Cups, like having to, like, objectifying the situation, like it, but it didn't sound right. But now that I'm seeing it, like, you have to look objectively at the situation, like follow Spirit's way on that. So in objectifying the situation as like just a thing, just an element, and I should follow more of like what I'm being told, sorry. Because then I have to explain it to you guys, like, rather than just like read it straight. So just look at it as like just a thing that got you there, a means, like a passing down of hands. That's what they're saying, you know? It's like a hot potato. Sister of Water. Oh, yeah. So bringing in the love. With grace and patience, you see? I think that's an egret. I don't know if it's a swan. A crane? Probably a crane. Or an egret. Either one of those. A crane is more like, bulbous, whereas than an egret, I feel like. Is that true? Anyway, we see a turtle right here, too. Patience, grace, yeah. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. You can't. Yeah. That's someone who highly respects themselves. Who appreciates their situation and has reverence for the divine. So you can't go wrong with this. Like, ever. Yeah, that's what they're saying. Opening the deck to what? Six of Pentacles in reverse. So, and this is a give back to the world. By fueling yourself. Yeah, like working on your reserves. Yeah, that's self-respect, definitely. When you can take care of yourself. Okay, so Spirit, which one is just for me? The Death card in reverse. Transformation right there. They're saying, move over, buddy. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I just heard somebody getting all scared, like I'm going to take their place. Dude, I'm not going to take your place. I have my own place, and I got to say I prefer my place, but yeah, that's what they're telling me. Is that like your place is your place, my place is my place, and we all go through changes. So if your place elevates or is demoted or obsoleted, that's still your place. My place moves along with the changes that are due. So it's always going to be my place. Okay? Okay. All right. So, Goddess Kali, I was supposed to ask you, which card is exclusively for me? 10, oh my gosh. Kali is so intense. I swear, she's crazy. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know what to expect. I was like, you do what you do. It's just funny. She's just such a good friend. Holy smokes. Yeah. You know, like how she has many hands? Like, her free hand is, like, showing that freaking crazy. She's crazy. Holy smokes. I see stitches on the hand, almost. You see that? It's like stitching back the lifeline or something. Like something was open-ended. And she's mending it for me. She's great. She's like, seriously, she mended my lifeline. She fixed. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let me know what kind of offering you'd like. I don't know why I'm getting oranges. I feel like it's oranges and flowers, but I have no freaking clue, so I'll look it up. Pomegranate? I don't know. Okay, we're gonna... maybe I have to do some research, okay? But you just tell me. That's insane. Oh my gosh. And Spirit is like... It's just kind of... Just so loving that, you know, like just confirmation here, confirmation there, and it's so good. But then Kali is like, drum roll, please. You know, it's kind of like that. All right, Jesus Christ. Truth be told, what is it you want to show me? The card exclusively for me. Father of Earth, King of Pentacles. This is a very loving energy. This is a lover of all sentience. Very industrious, productive. Spirit wants me, Jesus Christ wants me to see this kind of energy in myself. Like that's a I'm a very good representative of actualization, of manifesting, and not manifesting for the sake of like, what can I get out of it, but as a lover of all sentience, that's what you bring to the table. That's what you bring into all worlds and all realms. And that timeless energy is so ultimately giving. It's absolutely victorious. Freaking broccoli. I don't know why I did this little like playful rhyme in Instagram like a while back. I was wearing green or something, and I did this little poem about broccoli this, broccoli that, something. It was one of my like good ones that just came out of like, you know, that was interesting. All right. That was divine inspiration, let me tell you. So now it's Bananagrams time. Bananagrams time. Alright. So with all of those things, like, this is just having like trust, okay? When you have trust, you're gonna have respect for your relationships. You're gonna have respect for your team, which means that you're going to value each and every individual, each and every element of that, okay? That includes the Five of Cups thing, okay? Okay. F. What does that mean? Was I just graded as an F? No, I couldn't have, but it fell on like when you get graded on a paper, it's just like in the top right corner. I don't know why it looked like that. Is that, I don't think I would be graded as an F. Maybe somebody has a personal opinion about my saying. I don't know. Let me get one more card out. Where can I get a card? No, let me just grab one from here, okay? Why did I get an F? What was the F representing, Spirit? My divine team. What is the F for? 8 of fire. 8 of wands. Lightning path. Oh, fire. Communications. Eight of wands. The lightning path. Oh, I was just graded, like, you know, like A plus. There were languages like, no, that's fire. That's crazy. See? Yeah. Well, thank you. We're fire, yes. GEB, so like beg, like that's an abbreviation for like beginning. SNOSEALMLOHCL I have Clayton. Leighton, like Leighton. That's the first time I've had Leighton, or even Clayton. Maybe the second time I had Clayton, but first time I had Leighton. Michelle. I think that's the first time, that I've had Michelle. Michelob. Michaela. Mikhail. Michael. Gosh, we have like a bunch of first timers here. Molly. Marty. Artie. Arnie. Which means we also have the full names for that. So Arthur, Ben, Bill. So we have William, Billy, Steve, Steven, so if we have Arnie, we have Arnold, we have Marnie, Milo, or Milo, Scam, Score, Beth, Alan, Ethan, Leah, Lee, Rocco, Tammy, Tori, Tara, Kara, Carney, Corey, Eileen, Elaine, did I say Lori? Nicole, Coley, Coraline, Corinne, but only with one N. Rob, Ron, Eric, Ernie, Ernesto, Henry, Hal, Hans, Holly, gosh, so many names here. Evan, Ivan, Harley, Haley, Marshall, Ollie, Shelly, Kat, Katrina, Catalina, Nora, Lance, Lainey, something like Beloise or something like that. I don't know. Vince. So we have Vincent then, or Vinny. Sean, O'Shea, Chris, there's so many names here. Holy smokes. We have Vale. Shiloh. Calvin. Gosh. This is insane, man. Seriously. There are so many names here. I didn't even name them all. Gary. Chang. Ang. Like Melly Mel. Zhang. Ling. Min. Oh, I haven't seen his name in a long time. Oh my goodness. Anne. Amy. Mary. Marie. Maria. Cielo. Cora. Minerva. Elvira. Elvie. Irene. Iris. I'm seeing oleander here. No, I don't have D, but something about oleander. Okay, we have coral, something that we can work with, or Petoskey, which is the fossilized version. But coral is suggested to work with, as well as, what else, Spirit, is there? What is that? I can't remember. What is that name of it? That's okay. You'll let me know if you're supposed to know. I also have Rachel, Rochelle, Terry, Trey, Tretch, Avatar, dude, so many names. I don't even know it. I'm insane. Like, I could keep going. There's some unique names in here too. Alvin, Melvin, Mona, see sativa. Who else? Near. Vocal. What's his name? What is... Tosh, like Tosh.0. Did I say Sally? Natalie. Who else is in here? Who else? Who else is in here? Alright, I think I'm supposed to move on now. Okay. Something about a helicopter. I see heli. So there's like a heli expo. It's about, you know, aviation, obviously. I have aviation here. And aviator. I don't know why I'm supposed to put that, but like I think it's about like reaching new heights. Propelling yourself to new heights. And also being supported by the wind as well. Aviator or aviation. I think we're going to pay more attention to the aviator, like the pilot, okay? Ooh, I see Moshtael as well. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I don't know why I'm getting Escondido here, but we have no D here. I see Echelon as well. Okay, let me see. Do I have enough for it? Let's see. Yeah, I do. So they said make room for that. Gross. So we're looking at like gross instead of net. Is that what we're doing? Huh. I don't know. I was supposed to find other stones that we're supposed to work with, but maybe, dude, it just got cold. Yuck energies. You're not welcome here. Okay. Scolecite? That's what I'm getting. Scolecite. SCO. Do I only have one? Hold on. Excuse me. Sight. I can't put it on here. But yeah, scolecite is something that we should be working with. Yeah. I see Miss, like Caroline Miss. I said Myers last time because I don't know. But it's Caroline Miss. And so I guess I have to divine something from her. Like select. Perhaps she has the death card. Something that Spirit had given us. So actually gave me. Oh gosh. Okay. So I know she does archetypes, so I don't know if the death card is in the archetypes. But when I saw her thing on the prostitute, I was like, whoa. Like, that was similar downloads. She had a little more stated. I think we had our own separate things to say about it, too. But the alignment on similarities was, like, very good, too. So, yeah, I feel like to use the death card on that. If she has it, if not, I'm supposed to select something else. I don't know what though. Not sure what yet. Maybe the Queen of Pentacles. I don't know. But anyway. I see bliss. This is good. Location, locator, filament. Any other? I see Lemmings. I think that's a song by Blink-182. Fucking with me. All is fair and nothing more. Is it too much to ask for things to work out this time? I only asked for what is mine. I wanted everything. Something, throw it all away. Something, throw it all away. Something about that. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I don't know why I'm getting that. Lemmings. I don't know why I'm getting that. Am I spelling that right? Is it only one M? I'm getting that. Give me a second. It could be lemons too. It's two. It's two M's. So yeah. So I'm supposed to put lemons. Where do I put it though? No, I can't because the way things are positioned. Clementine too? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I see blazing. Yeah, we blazing. Bitch, I'm on fire. That's really, yeah, we blazing. Oh my gosh, that girl, she's crazy. Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. Bitch, I'm on fire. It's Yellow Claw with this girl, like little something, little Debbie. Oh my gosh. Bitch, I'm on fire. That's funny. I'm sorry. I just keep hearing her in my head. I'm blazing. Oh my gosh, that's so crazy to me. That's funny. Okay, give me a second. Oh, somebody's going through chemo. Within the echelons, there's something about somebody having to go through chemo. Yeah. But you know what? They're telling me I can rearrange this, like, as they're gonna survive. Like, you know how they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but they're telling me with what I have remaining here that I could change it into school. Like, so this experience, if they just change their attitude about it, there's something internal that's like a turnkey that can, that is so much more powerful than the chemo, like that, or something in conjunction with the chemo, like their pure will as far as reframing the situation in order to learn from it, as well as the divine placement and where they're at. That, because I have a feeling that because they're in the echelons, they feel like they should be able to like win it, you know, like since they have the resources, they should be able to overcome it. But yet they feel like it's ironic that it's not like that, that they have to go through chemo, or like there's something about that. There's like an internal switch on what they're thinking about it. But there's something that's like a turnkey, and this is like a new school of thought. Okay, so it's reaching a new paradigm under those premises. So if they could reframe it, it's a huge game changer, and I'm getting the chills for that. That's I see confess. Oh, so they may need to confess something as well. Somebody needs to confess something. I don't know what, but it could even be as like, it might not even be a misdeed. It could be a misdeed, but it could also be like confessing their love for someone, even if it's like non-romantic. There's something about confessing here that would relieve a lot of the unseen pain. And it would help a great deal. It's healing, is what they're saying. So I have 2 M's, a Y, E, S, F left. There's fame. Let me see if this goes on the other place. Sly? Maybe Sir Sly? Yeah. Something of a wonderful feeling. What comes next? Something clouds. Some a long time now. But that definitely goes for that person that I was just talking about. It's wonderful. Yeah. Me as well. So there's 2 places that I can put. Oh my gosh! That's so good! That things are coming along just fine. Let me tell you that. Because I have 2 places where I can put me, like the M. And it's shared with either echelons or fame. But yeah, I can do that. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah. For reals. Oh, I'm supposed to get something from Momo too. Momo Youth, because there's 2 places where I can put M shared with the O. That makes like perfect sense. So it's either school or aviator. So okay, I gotta write this stuff down. What the heck? Give me a second. I am writing it down. Oh, where'd you go? Okay. Sly, Lemmings, Blazing, Coral. What is this? School site? Blazing. Sir Slime, Lemmings. I guess that. That's so good. Oh my gosh. Like, this is good stuff. Yeah. Okay. Crazy. So crazy. This is like so good. Like, so freaking good. Alright. I'm gonna do a snapshot thumbnail thing, but like, I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what else to... Oh, Momo Youth. Okay, so I'll remember that. I shall remember that. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, that's it for now. Thank you for respecting my time, my space, my energy, my work, and that of our children's. And thank you for, the love and support. Oh my gosh, I'm totally forgetting right now. Thank you for, light and love, your support. Provided in light and love. Holy smokes. Yeah, thanks. Very much. It's received and employed accordingly. Okay, so now that this reading is coming to a close. Oh my gosh, I did one thing. I just also burned a different candle, and like it's I don't even understand the changes, but like every little thing helps. So anyway, upon closing these portals, I sent all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine. Also sending them back with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with the rollout of the sequence. In light and love, I close all portals now.